Hey, what can I get for you? Yeah, can I get a chicken shawarma wrap, please? That'll be $6.50. I'll pay debit. Whoa, this is huge. Yeah, she's loaded. Thank you. Enjoy. Hey, can I get a shawarma wrap, please? $6.75. Thank you. Have a good one. Chicken wrap, please. $7.50. Thank you. Yep. Hey, the usual. Chicken wrap. $9.75. $9.75? Hey, it is what it is. Have they always been this size? Yeah. Okay.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well today. So have you ever grabbed a snack or a drink and opened it up and thought, this feels smaller than before? That is shrinkflation, and today we are going to break down how companies are quietly giving us less for the same price. Let's get into it.
This Nature Valley leaves one of their granola bars out of the package, and instead of including 6, now only includes 5. And just like that, they have made a 17% profit increase with only 5 of these included now. We already know how ridiculous it is how few chips you get in these tiny little bags. This one has 1 ounce of chips. I definitely have seen one recently that was 0.75 ounces. But even if you get the full ounce, this is 11 chips. Cadbury Brunch chocolate chip and dark chocolate chip. These have gone down from 5 bars to 4 bars. And I was thinking, well, is it just the dark chocolate chip flavor instead of milk chocolate? But it's across all of them. Even their raisins, they've all gone from 5, you can't see it, but this is now 4 bars.
Yeah, this is crazy to see, right? Have you ever noticed how your favorite snack suddenly start feeling lighter? Like you open a box and then there's just less of everything. You know, Nature Valley's out here straight up removing an entire granola bar from the pack, you know, giving you 5 instead of 6, and it's wild to see. And it's not like they're charging less either, you know, they're making more money by giving you less food. It's honestly kind of genius, but in the most annoying way possible. You know, you think that you are buying the same things you always been bought, but nope, it's quietly shrinking and your wallet is still taking the same hit.
And the more I looked into this one, the worse it got. It was 2022 when it went down from 6 bars to 5 bars. Now we're down to 4 within a 3-year space of time. Oral-B floss. If you look at this, this is the Glide floss, and you can see it's so easy to tell this has gone down to this. The flossing experience, very, very different to have the width basically cut in half. But the length is exactly the same. So this is a skimflation, not a shrinkflation, because the packaging, everything else looks exactly the same, but you can see the difference.
And yeah, don't get me even started with chips, you know. Have you ever, buy one of those snack size bag thinking that it'll hold you over, only to find that there's like 10 chips rattling around in there only? That's not a snack, right? That's just an appetizer for disappointment. And it's crazy how we just all accept this as normal now. You know, a few years ago, those small bags, at least had a decent handful. Now it's all air. And what's worse is that company keep finding sneaker ways to make it seem like nothing changed. Like new packaging, smaller serving, and for the same price, which is crazy to think about.
My deodorant just ran out, so I opened a new one, and the clicks, last time I remember opening one, it took forever for it to actually start coming out the top. So I'm gonna twist it and see how many clicks it takes to get it up. Literally 58 clicks for it to start to show, and then I have to 59, 60, 61. I can use it. Literally for it to just start, I had to go all the way from down here to up here.
Yeah, this one is actually made me laugh a little bit because I recently also purchased a deodorant. And have you ever, twist open a new deodorant and feels like you're just spinning it for a full minute before anything show up? Like you over here, getting a whole wrist workout trying to find the actual product. I swear at this point, they're just, trying to sell us more air than deodorant itself.
Gen Z and Gen Alpha, if you're ever wondering what a normal size product looks like, just find the family size or party size of whatever you're about to buy and then compare it to the normal. And you'll see a pretty drastic difference just like that. So this is what it used to be. Family size cheese. See how it's 2 pounds? That's because we used to buy them by the brick and then we would shred our own, and they started finding out that we liked it pre-shredded. So they started making it like this. But then they wanted to give us less. So they started giving us this kind of size, 8 ounces, compared to the 2 pounds that we used to get standard. Party size potato chips. This is the size they used to come in standard. Literally, this is just a bag of chips. This is the size they used to come in always. 8 ounces, 12 ounces, 12 and a half even. Look at that. Bag of Doritos. Literally, this is just a normal size back in the day.
And you know what is crazy? I actually remember family size used to mean family size, right? Like that used to be, you know, the normal box. Now you walk down the aisle and it's like, wait, when did the party size bag of chips become the original size? Like that used to be the normal box. Now when you walk down the aisle, it's like, wait, when did the party size bag of chips become the original size we grew up with? It's wild to think that, you know, Gen Z and Gen Alpha might have not even realized how much smaller everything gotten, right? You used to buy a block of cheese, shred it yourself, and it lasts weeks. Right now it's 8 ounces and it costs twice as much, which is crazy to see.
Now they're so tiny. So tiny, look at that. See, family size. This is the size Oreos used to come in. Standard. There it is. Look at, do you see how tiny that is? 13.29 ounces. Look at double stuff is even smaller, like so much smaller. See the difference? This is what they're claiming is normal. This is how it used to look. This is the family size. Now they have party size to act as though there's ever been a difference, but this is what it used to be. See how they have this original size Cheez-It? Look at how it compares to this pantry size. And here's family size. This is probably closer to the original size right here. This 12.4 ounces would have been the original size. You see this family pack of chicken nuggets that actually has more than one meal's worth in it? That was standard. Didn't used to cost $15 either. Now this is apparently normal size. Literally 1 to 2 meals with small children.
And you know, the marketing behind it is sneaky, you know. They just rebrand a smaller portion as normal size and then slap in the family or party on what used to be standard. Like Dorito didn't even used to come in snack size toddler bags, right? That was the regular size. And now we are supposed to feel lucky paying extra for what used to be normal. It's like they slowly rewritten our sense of scale without anyone noticing.
Okay, so it was already small. The Filet-O-Fish has shrunk by, I'd say, 20%. It is comically small. I know my hands are large, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah, at this point, that is not even a sandwich anymore. That is an appetizer. You know, the Filet-O-Fish used to actually, you know, feels like a meal. Now it looked like something off the kids' menu. And yeah, I get it. Maybe his hand is big, but come on, that thing looks tiny. And you can't tell me this isn't shrinkflation at work, you know. First they make, you know, the buns thinner, and then they started cutting corners with, you know, the fish patty. What's next? You know, a half slice of cheese. It's why how they are charging more, but, you know, giving you less and hoping nobody noticed. But we notice. Oh, we definitely notice.
So I just had my first experience with Shrinkgate at Walmart. Let me show you. So I came to get the family size of the fruit and yogurt. Okay, I noticed when I was standing here that these two boxes are different sizes, like different heights, right? Now, granted, this one has some sort of like free cooler tote thing with whatever. But I'm like, okay, well, the bigger one must have more product in it, right? I scanned both barcodes in the Walmart app and they're both $4.98. But then I look, the smaller box has 19.1 ounces or 1 pound and 3.1 ounces, 541 grams of product. The bigger box has only 17.9 ounces, 1 pound, 1.9 ounces of product, and 507 grams. So less product, bigger box, same price. Then I took it a step further. I'm like, okay, maybe they changed some things and this product is older than this product. And I looked and it does have an earlier expiration date of March 26th. This one has an expiration date of April 29th. Same product, same brand, bigger box, less product, same price as the older one. Ain't that some shit?
Oh yeah, right here is straight up, you know, pig shrinkflation. You know, you walk into Walmart expecting that, you know, a family size box to actually have more stuff in it, right? And then, you know, you scan it and realize, you know, the bigger box literally has less product than the smaller one. Like what? You know, how does that even make sense, right? And yet they're here charging the same price. And that's why, right? I mean, I get, you know, trying to make the package look more appealing, but you know, giving us less stuff, it just doesn't seem right.
Do you guys notice that the family size is the regular pack of Oreos, while the new normal size, no problem, is this little mini pack. Shrinkflation is real. That's absolutely nuts. My hand fits on this. Look at that. It was always this pack that was the regular size. This is something new.
Yeah, take a look at this, right? Was being sold as normal size Oreos now shockingly small compared to what it used to be, you know, the family size pack? This isn't just a minor tweak, it's clearly an example of shrinkflation, right? The package looks similar, but you know, the content have changed. It's almost comical to see how, you know, tiny the new normal package is. That's exactly how shrinkflation works, right? It hides the reduction in size while keeping the price the same.
Lint. Count your days. I bought the biggest box of chocolate that there was in the store. Look at this absolute nonsense. If I can ever get this freaking box open. Bro, what? There's enough room to fit like 3 times as many chocolates in there.
And yeah, this is crazy. I'm not sure how they get away with this, but look at this, right? What's being sold as the biggest box of chocolate clearly isn't living up to that claim. The packaging makes it seem like it's massive, but the actual product inside barely fills the space. And you know, this is another classic example of shrinkflation. It almost absurd how much empty space they pack in. You're paying for what seems like a full box, but visually and practically you can fit like 2 or 3 times as many chocolate in there. This is the kind of packaging that tricks your eyes and your wallet at the same time. This isn't, you know, one-off nonsense, right? This trend is showing up in snacks, candy, and everyday products everywhere. You know, companies know many people won't measure or compare the actual content, so they can keep price steady while cutting how much you actually get it, right? Is something everyone should start noticing when shopping.
This person wrote that from April to May, they thought that their Premium Plus saltines had gotten smaller. And so they compared them. This person went in one week and got large fries, and then went in the next week and got large fries. So for those of you still getting this one when you order large, this is what you have to look forward to. Simply Orange from 52 ounces down to 46 ounces, and it was not that long ago that these were a proper half gallon at 64 ounces. Now we're at 46. This one on the left was purchased May 8th in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. This one was purchased May 23rd. Same place, same price, but 100 grams less chicken. Pringles 2012, Pringles 2025. Look at the actual chip. Look at that. This pizza now weighs 20 grams less, but look how they changed the packaging to make it seem like this is a very large pizza compared to the size of this pizza. But if you look at the actual packaging, you're missing out 20 grams of pizza. These chips used to be 7.5 ounces, went down to 5 ounces, same price.
And you know, this is just isn't annoying anymore. It's kind of like frustrating because it's affect everyday purchases. And you know, these aren't luxury items, these are just basic items people buy all the time. It is a reminder to check label, compare weight, and not just trust that, you know, the big box or family size actually give you more. You know, shrinkflation is everywhere and it's impacting your wallet more than you probably realize. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.